Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Shadow Scout Show, where we're playing Katamari Damacy Reroll on the Switch. Just for something a little bit different. While I'm still trying to figure out what I'm do a more lengthy game, I figure we'll do something that always relaxes me, you know? This is easily one of my go-to games where if I had a stressful day or, I'm in a bad mood or anything, this game just always makes me feel better. And now that it's on the Switch, it is probably the best thing in the world. Now, if you didn't know, this was released the same day as Smash Bros, so unfortunately it probably got put underneath that, which is really unfortunate timing. That Namco probably should have planned better, especially because they helped work on Smash Bros. But I digress. Now for this, I'm only going to do one level. I'm going to do a level that, really shows off the entirety of what this game is all about. Really, there's not really much when it comes to spoilage territories here. Like, this game was originally on the PlayStation 2 anyway, so if you haven't had a chance to play it, A, this is a great time to do it now, and B, there's not really a story. I mean, there kind of is, but honestly, it's about the gameplay, really. But yeah. So let's go ahead and dive right on into it. So the whole point of this game is to roll a ball as big as possible. So grab as much items as possible, as I totally messed that up. But it's a blast. Like I said, it's very relaxing. The music is fantastic. Like I said, I will recommend this game till the day I die. And I honestly hope they port more of the titles over to this. Like, there was a good one on the PlayStation 3, which was, I believe, Katamari Forever, I think is what it's called. And then there was Beautiful Katamari for the 360. And of course, there's been other things on, like, the PlayStation Vita. I think there's one on PSP. Oop. But this is usually like the version most people talk about, even though I think probably Forever is a little bit better, to be honest. As it should be, seeing as it's a sequel to this. Anywho, this game is super, super weird, and I love it to death. And especially as the ball grows larger and larger, and you start being able to pick up more and more, like it is now. I mean, there's going to get to a point here in a little bit where, like, I'm going to be able to pick up people. Oh, yep, just like that. Cars. Heck, there's even going to be a point where I'm going to be able to pick up full-on pieces of land. So I can't pick up cows yet. Oh, let's go down here. You can see what I'm picking up on the bottom left right there. And everything has, of course, obviously it's going to tell you what it is. But when you get to like certain objects, they'll have like names, and they're really, really weird. And usually a reference to something in Japan. Like, obviously this is probably one of the most Japanese games you can really play at this point. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. cool. Now, there's a few things that you can do in this game other than, I mean, everything is revolved around rolling it around and picking stuff up. But there's also, like, you know, presents you can get where you can customize the prince, which is your player character here. As well as there's different types of challenges. Perfect example is there is a level where you need to pick up a cow to create Tauros, the constellation. However, you can only pick up one cow, so you have to try to build your Katamari as big as possible without picking up any cows, and the level is full of cow and cow reference items. So if you're not careful, you'll end up picking up a very small item, and not necessarily lose, but like really don't meet the challenge specifications. Or there's a level where you need to pick up as many crowns as possible to create. I don't remember what you create there, but you had to get as many of those crowns as possible before the end of the level. And everything has a timer, so like this particular level has a 25-minute limit to get to 300 meters, which currently we're at 3 meters. But you know, we get exponentially bigger, so the bigger we get, the faster we're going to be able to grow. The American guy there. There we go. I'm going to try to break my personal record on this, which is about 725 meters. I don't know if I'll be able to do it on screen, but hey, you know what? Nice to set myself a goal. This is very arcadey too, like, even if you, like, barely hit the goal, you know, it'll still pass, but, like, if you hit the goal, like, early, you can still create the Katamari as big as possible. So, it's fun to see, like, how big you can possibly make your Katamari before time runs out, and see if you can break your own high scores, which always something I'm down for. Oh. And this here is the king of all cosmos. He is your father in all this, as well as the reason why everything takes place the way it does. And saying that, I realize I haven't talked about the story at all. And again, there really isn't much one, but the story is on a unusual escapade. The king of all cosmos destroyed all the stars in the sky, including the moon. So now it's your job to create more Katamaris to create the stars again, to replace the ones he destroyed. But it's not his fault, of course. No. But it is. And it's got some really, like, funny commentary from him, both in level and at the beginning and end, or beginning and end of each level. Again, this whole game is just revolved around fun. And that's the kind of game I like, you know? I don't need those high octane, you know, 60 FPS, best graphics possible type games. I want something that I can sit down and have fun with. And honestly, like, these weird, obscure games are probably some of my favorite things to play with. Of course, I'll always have, like, the Marios and the Zeldas, and of course Pokemon will always be my heart and joy, but there's something just so satisfying about finding a game like this and just having so much fun with it because it's so weird and so creative. Oh no! go. Now we're starting to get somewhere. So we can go back and now hit up this town a little bit to get more from this town. Get the Bison, get the Brea. Alright, this is ops. Should we be able to do that? Nope. There we go, right moose. Maybe pick up this house here. Yep. Oh, we're stuck. Come on. Get out of there. Usually around this part of the stage I don't necessarily get stuck on, but it takes me longer in this part of the stage than really any other parts of this. I get to a point where like I can only pick up so much stuff and I can't pick up some of these heavier items. But now I'm starting to make some traction here. Yep. There we go. Alright, well we make the 12 marks. That means we can move on to the next level, but we're also big enough to start picking up some of the stuff we couldn't before. So I'm trying to do that as much as possible before we move on. So we got plenty of time. There we go. That's what I needed to see. All these mushrooms. Around. There we go. There we go. Now we're trying to pick up the buildings here. Here real quick. Yeah, that's it. Just a little village here. This should be big enough to move on. Come back to this town and start picking up bigger buildings. That. Ships here. Yeah, there we go. And there's the music again. Now, again, something to remember, this was originally on the PlayStation 2. And it still looks really good, really stylized even today. Granted, it's got a little bit of a facelift. Like, I don't think they remade it or anything, but they've definitely put a fresh coat of HD paint on it. But that's the nice thing about like cell shading is, you know, it has this timeless look to it. That's why, like, you know, The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, looking back on it, I can't believe how like harshly criticized it was on its design, when now like it holds up so much better even compared to Twilight Princess, which, you know, went for that more realistic look. And honestly, I personally don't think it holds up nearly as well aesthetically. I think even like the HD versions of both of them, between the two, Wind Waker looks so much nicer. But then again, that could just be me and my preference of the games. Like, I honestly do like Wind Waker a little bit more than Twilight Princess, personally. But I don't know, I think there's something to be said about cell shading in games. Like, I feel like nowadays we do definitely like give it a lot more respect that it deserves, but like back in the day, like, you know, if it wasn't realistic, no one cared. It wouldn't sell, or people would just kind of sneer at it. But I feel like now, in the most recent years, like, we're seeing that respect being more and more shown. I'm trying to think of a good example off my head, but I can't think of anything while I'm rolling. But it's definitely been something that has been shown a lot more often, especially more in indie games, which, you know, I feel, with obvious exceptions, like gameplay-wise, a lot of them tend to be a lot more enjoyable to play. And maybe it's just because, like, the AAA gaming side of things, like, we've seen almost everything that they've done lately done a million times before. We're just getting a different look on whatever the theme is. And don't get me wrong, I love GTA. I love, you know, shooting games like Halo, and to a much lesser extent even Call of Duty. But I don't know. I personally can't play the same game over and over again. I want something new, and I think the indie developers definitely have a strong suit when it comes to that. I mean, Shovel Knight, one of my favorite indie games of all time, just took an old genre that wasn't getting that much love lately and took a whole new spin to it. And it was easily one of the most enjoyable games of the year when it came out. Or even like more recently, the Shantae series, or Hollow Knight, or all these different like Metroidvania style games. Like Action Verge was another awesome one. That, yeah, we've seen them done in the past, but like they take these same ideas and they do something new with it. Action Verge can have this really cool like glitch system where you can glitch through walls and glitch through certain areas, or make enemies glitch out so they can't attack you anymore. Super, super cool. And that's what I want to see. I want to see an evolution again. I don't want to see the same things being played over and over. As much as I love Pokemon and I'll play every single series over and over again, I have to admit, like, we have been playing the same games for 20 years. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, they're still a lot of fun, and if it's not broke, don't fix it, I guess. But I want to see new stuff. And I think, like, recent changes, things like Mega Evolutions and Z-Moves were a great step in that, right? I mean, even, like, the trials instead of the gyms in Sun and Moon, that was a good change of pace. I still prefer the gyms personally, but you know, I'd rather have tried something and realized, oh, I prefer a different way it than not to try it at all, right? I don't know. That's honestly one of the things I want to explore in this channel is I want to explore other options in gaming and other, you know, kind of show ways. If it's not a game you've never seen before, it's maybe a new way to play said game. I mean, that's part of the reason why I wanted to do a Nuzlocke on Let's Go Pikachu before anything else. Is, I mean, looking around YouTube, like everybody was just playing through Pikachu and Eevee. Like, obviously that was going to happen, but nobody was doing a Nuzlocke, or nobody was doing some sort of interesting challenge on top of that. They're just playing through the game normally, which it's cool. And honestly, I'm going to be doing that on my own time through Let's Go Eevee. But I don't know. I wanted to show off that there's more than one way to play a game, and that's why I decided to try to create the Nuzlocke tools for it. Especially like how different that game is in comparison to the main series titles. Finding a way to make a Nuzlocke work in that seems like a great challenge, and I feel like I accomplished that really, really well personally. Are there things I would have changed if I did again? Absolutely. But that's just, you know, looking back, and hindsight's 2020, and growing as a person and growing as a YouTuber. Obviously, I want to adapt and change as I go along, but I can't forget about what drives me, you know? I want the channel to get better, not necessarily to, like, be a YouTuber or make money off this or anything like that. I want it to be better because I want to give you guys better content to watch. And that's why I chose this game next, just to A, have these kind of conversations, and B, just kind of get a read on what people want. That's why this is a one-off and not a full series playthrough of Katamari. And I want to see, you know, as I'm moving forward, I want to give you guys time to maybe answer what you want to see, what you want me to play, and what kind of content you want to kind of grow with me, you know? And now we're starting to get somewhere. We still have 4 minutes, and I'm getting close to my high score. Yeah, I'm gonna break it this time. There's no way I'm not. I'll shoot for 800. I think that officially breaks the score. Let's keep going. Yeah. Tell me, what do you guys think? I really do want some constructive criticism on all this. As somebody who, you know, I've been on YouTube, honestly, for a long time, a lot longer than what this channel actually shows. But this is the first time I'm doing things on my own. This is the first time that I don't have a team backing me up. So I would like you, not use, but like ask for the support of my subscribers and my viewers, just to kind of see, like, you know, ways I can make this better. And that's my whole goal in this particular playthrough, is just to make this as enjoyable as possible. 800? 300? Yeah! There we go! There's so little to pick up now. Oh, there's a town over there. There we go. Incredible. I don't think I've ever made it this hard before. Look at that. Breaking records with you guys. I love it. I mean, obviously it's probably not a world record or anything, but feels good. Feels good. Keeping personal best. Hard to see because it's so big now. The game fog is starting to pop in. Pick up those islands. No. There we go. 140 meters. In big. See? 3 seconds. There we go. 845 meters. Love it. A personal best. Look at that. Oh. This. We're going to create the moon. What was that? 787 was my previous best. Oh. Boom. Well, thank you guys for watching on this episode. Again, please leave a comment in the comments saying what you guys think on some of the things I talked about. More specifically, what you want to see come from this channel. I really do want to... I really do care what you guys think. But until next time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time. We'll see you around.